My unfinished levels in GD aren't something I ever showed to the public except a few friends in private servers for fun, and most of the time I just play them by myself alone. It's really weird because it's almost ritualistic, like I'll just be bored and go through all 357 of my levels, most just testing editor gameplay but still actual decoration and projects in 2.0 to 2.1 that I just didn't go through the end. Or funnily enough, I just had it complete but didn't verify it because I'm a lazy fuck. So welcome to my unfinished / unreleased levels video. I'll have this video not be like all the other girls where it's just showing off old levels and maybe some text every now and then describing it. I will be commentating, reviewing these old levels with my hot voice on how the level is and what I think I could have done better. It's a really interesting journey to me, and the levels all shaped up to what I build like now, as well as other factors like not being an active community member. Hope you like the video. A little disclaimer. I will not be finishing anything in this video because they aren't worth the time. I can obviously do a lot better now. These levels will only live in my heart. Also, everything is no-clipped for showcase purposes only. The oldest project I have saved on my account's created levels is Redux, from 2.0, which I was 12 when making. I added 2.1 deco randomly in places when I was bored, but excuse that, you'll be able to tell what's 2.0. It's a level that shows inspiration from levels like Acropolis, one of my favourite levels at the time. It's red and grey, a classic colour scheme from the older times. For being so old, the deco is outdated, but for the time it was alright. It needs better movements and structures more than anything else. Playing this level always brings me memories.
Oh shit, I have a bag of milk.
Another level inspired by the likes of Acropolis because of the only base blocks being bricks and also some 1.0 blocks, except this time I wanted it to be more colourful than Acropolis. The gameplay is also heavily inspired because heavy timing gameplay is something I enjoyed making when younger. It was always fun to make levels you know you couldn't beat. The colours are executed quite poorly because most colours are way too saturated. It was close to being done, but I didn't finish it in like the last 30%. The level was also way too hard for me at the time, being a mobile player, but playing this level always gives me nice old 2.0 vibes.
No.
Imaginate is actually my first release level I was confident in, so it means a lot to me. However, for some reason, Oscar Top removed the song from his Newgrounds account, so it was banned. It was really annoying, so I deleted it. I really regret this because you can download the song with the bypass. The way I got inspiration and help was from Rex's tutorial on how to decorate, which is now deleted off of YouTube. Everything is disappearing. Well, now when I think of this video, it wasn't a very good tutorial because it was one of those tutorials that show you how to make a piece of deco instead of the process, which at Imaginate ended up being a close copy to the design in the video in most parts. Sadly, this happens most of the time with beginner creators. While some parts look pretty nice for mid 2.0, the quality is inconsistent. Pretty much every decent part is heavily inspired from the tutorial, and the bad ones aren't. At least there's a mix of what's mine and what isn't. The level be dear to my heart forever. With a name I decided to get from the periodic table of elements in my 6th grade science book, plutonium is a level I started right after Imaginate. Fun fact, I thought of plutonium because on a tutorial video I saw someone name their level magnesium, and I just thought it was so cool if your level had ium at the end, and it was just a banger. The finished parts in this level are okay, but slightly worse than Imaginate's Deco. Shockingly, this level's gameplay is absolutely horrendous, and it's like my worst gameplay ever. Many parts play like a 8-star, and then it gets to insane demon, or straight up not playable. Gameplay isn't something that stuck in my head for the longest time. Also, the end of the level is really funny. You need to rest. My first and last ever boss fight level is Lunar Abyss, which the deco is just whatever throughout with some cutoffs thanks to the iPhone 4S. I can't look at it seriously, bruh. Why did I have to let this abomination exist? It's probably in constant agony. What are these movements? I can't keep talking about this level. Oh god, mid 2.0 in its core. When I was 12 to 13 and first saw Core, I thought it was objectively the best style, and I was like, yes, I will not drop this style for 2 years, smile. It wasn't the only thing I did, but I would resort to it. I think it was important I found it and created it, because it made me realize how to use details for the future effectively and not make them messy, or make them messy for a specific purpose like a mood. But yeah, this level is just uninspired Deco Spam with some segments that don't have it, so it's just inconsistent to add on to the pain. I'm literally in love with this level. It is just so funny. It's actually finished, but it was way too hard for me back then on mobile to verify it, so it's just a full half joke level sitting there. I wish it was out years ago. For the deco, it's decent all throughout, but it just has a joke aura, and that's why I'm in love. Like, why is this wave a thing? And the fact that this sword is there throughout the whole drop, and this will forever be the best end screen I will ever make. This is more deco practice than anything. There's not much. I think it just has a nice mood with the basic deco and slow start of the song. Until it gets here. This is like low budget Kurzgesagt. This isn't how moons work, bruh. It gets /SRS from here. I think the deco in Sparkler is one of my biggest turning points. It's very close to being done, but I just didn't want to build the last two parts, and the last duel is silent for some reason. The deco I actually do find cool, except it doesn't really fit the mood considering it's relaxed at the start, and the deco's messy. They don't work well in harmony. There's no consistent theme to this level, every part is different. This would be nice if they were tied together somewhat with a good transition, but the transitions are nothing but fades done poorly. You go from this space theme to a cave and a skull that looks like I traced in the middle of a Binding of Isaac run. And lastly, and hopefully not least, I put the word crash in Google Translate to Russian because that's the name of the song, and got something like Avaria and then altered it. This is my last unfinished level, and it's great to think that because this level's 2 years old. I have finished every big project from Indina to Chapel so far and will not be stopping, hopefully. This level has only 2 parts, but the ball part is pretty nice to look at. Some details in there clash because of overlapping opacities, but you can tell this isn't far off on quality than the average in Circles part. Even better maybe. This was after in Circles. And these are the levels that shaped me into the creator I am today. It was a long 4-year journey, and maybe even 6 if you count my 1.9 levels I don't have anymore, to shape me into the creator I am now. I skipped a few levels that weren't so important, but there are many more in my folder. I could show them one day, but not right now. I hope you enjoyed looking at all these silly levels. I need to make more videos. Bye, have a great day.